Hey, my pretties, it's the Lion Queen here, and today we are going to be doing a little bit of, not really sort of a story time, but yeah, pretty much I'm going to review my grade 9 year, which went from September 2012 to all the way to June 2013. So, anyways, let's begin. Pretty much, when I was in grade 9, I was really shy. Like, I was a little crazy at times, but mostly I was really a shy girl. Like, no joke. I was literally shy of a lot of things when I was in, grade 9 because I would go from my elementary school to my high school. And when I, pretty much went through orientation, I met some people who were going to the same high school as me, and they seemed quite nice and stuff. And then I got my schedule for, what I was going through. And I was in the learning center during this time. And I will be making, other videos regarding my other grade years, going through every single one of them. Now, I have been hesitating to make these for quite a while, but I finally decided, to get out of my shell and try and, explain what happened and stuff. Now, I will be using fake names to keep people's identities, respected. Like, for example, I want to keep my actual friends' names private. So, yeah, I want to respect their privacy. The same could be said for the teachers and stuff. So, anyways, there was, some really nice people at the orientation, and I was a little shy because, when I went to the orientation, I was shy around new people because I didn't know them. I knew I was going to go to a new school. I was going to be going to see, different people and stuff. And yeah, I was really shy. Like, no joke. I was like a really shy girl at the time. But, September of 2012 hit when I started school. I met a lot of nice people. Like, I was in the learning center at the time. There were like two learning center classes, but one of them I really enjoyed. He'd had a really nice girl, and she was awesome with me. I know she had some disabilities, and her autism was a lot worse. So she pretty much had, a lot more issues than I did. I'm not going to use her real name because I want to keep her identity private for those who are wondering. So I'm just going to call her Laura for the sake of the story. So Laura was actually a really kind girl. She liked cartoons. She draw, cartoon characters. Like, I seen her draw, a cartoon version of Scooby-Doo. And I personally liked her drawing as Scooby-Doo. She was older than me. I think she was like 17, I'm pretty sure. But she and I got along just fine. We were really good friends. And I just kept meeting a lot of new people. One of them was actually a really cool guy. He was older than me, yes, but he was actually quite nice to me. He was really good friends with me. We always had, really good times. We talked about stuff we liked. He liked The Lion King, and so did I. We liked different cartoons. We liked the same cartoons. We actually had a really good laugh. So, yeah. I've known this friend for about over a decade, and he's pretty nice. Although I don't really chat with him too much anymore because I'm usually busy, but I still chat with him once in a while just to see how he's doing. And yeah. Laura was kind of obsessed with him at the time, but I can understand she was younger and didn't understand. So I can understand, that she wasn't really the best person at the time either. And I have to say, I wasn't really the best person back in grade 9. I had a lot of issues that I was dealing with and stuff. So most of the people in the two learning centers and life skills, I got along just fine. No issues whatsoever. It's just been amazing, which is pretty good. I pretty much have to say, that everything's been awesome. I never had really any issues with most of the students until one student. And that one student in the learning center, I'm going to call her Sarah the Crier. And most of you guys probably know who Sarah the Crier is. She was older than me, yes. She was 18 at the time of the story. So she pretty much was in the learning center. And while I was in school, Sarah the Crier used to do a lot of things. One time she took my chair when I went to the bathroom, and I literally wanted to punch her. I was so mad that she took my chair. I really got mad. Like, I kind of banged the desk, and I was kind of gritting my teeth in that because I wanted to curse her out or whatever, but I fucking didn't because I didn't want to get in trouble at the time. But yeah, I wish I should have said something, but I didn't. I don't know why I was like that. I was always called the good child. Like, I was always the good child, even though I was shy and had issues. All the teachers really enjoyed having me around. Same with the EAs. They thought I was cool. I was really enjoying myself, and I was really a really nice kid. However, when Sarah the Crier came in the picture when I met her, I literally just didn't like her. There was a lot of things I didn't like her. Despite that she had more issues, I just didn't like Sarah the Crier. And before you come out and say, oh, maybe I feel bad for her, well, I'm not against you if you're feeling bad for her, but she definitely had a lot of issues mentally and physically. And I could honestly tell. What's really surprising is, like, through the whole school, for first semester, I had, English and math, then I have lunch, and then I pretty much have art and then gym. And then for semester 2, I had English, math, gym, and history with lunch in the middle. So, yeah, we had 2 semesters. I don't know if the school system in, the States is the same as Canada. Most likely it isn't. But, like, where I'm at, we had, 2 semesters. First semester goes from January all the way to, not January, September all the way to January. And semester 2 goes from February all the way to June. And because there's exams at the end of, the semesters, we always get exams. But with me being in the Learning Center, I never did get any exams. So that was actually a bonus that I actually got to start summer early. Well, I did have a couple of moments where I seen Laura ended up having mental breakdown. I remember she threw a chair at one of the students. Well, the chair didn't actually hit another student that was a friend of mine, but my other friend was like 1 inch from being hit by the chair. Now, I didn't condone Laura's behavior at the time, but at the same time, I literally understand that she had issues with that said student or something. I honestly feel bad for what she went through and stuff. And this is the thing. Like, when Laura comes on the bus in a bad mood, she would vent to me about it, which I had no problem with it at the time. Like, I mean, if it's personal, she doesn't have to tell me if she doesn't want to. I respected her boundaries, but most of the time she vented to me about stuff, which I completely understand. I completely understand, that some people have issues when it comes to, their families and stuff. And I told her I had issues with my family sometimes, and I told her that I have a brother that gives me a hard time as well. I mean, my brother still gives me a hard time today, but, I still love him, though. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop loving him just because I've had issues. A lot of people I got along with just fine. None of them I had issues with, except for Sarah the Crier. Oh my god, Sarah the Crier would just scream and cry like a baby. Like, whenever she did that, it got annoying and hurting my ears to the point where one day, I snapped. I fucking snapped. I started yelling, I started screaming, banging my desk. I was close to picking up a desk and throwing it at her. Because I wanted Sarah the Crier to shut up. I was literally that pissed where they had to take me out of the classroom because, I was a danger to some people around that time. And literally, after my breakdown, I just broke down in tears. I had enough with Sarah the Crier being, like that. And I literally, had a breakdown. I just couldn't handle Sarah the Crier crying for so long. She literally pissed me off. She cries when she doesn't want anything her way. And I literally just say, that's like a fucking 2-year-old acting over the fact they can't get a toy. Like Sarah on the Crier is like 18, well, she turned 19 in 2013, and she should have known better. Like, she is an adult and she's not a kid. It literally just baffles me that she acts like a fucking toddler. It literally grinds my gears. I wanted to punch the hell out of Sarah the Crier. I really wanted to beat the crap out of her. I didn't care if I go to prison or whatever at the time, because I was literally, utterly, really mad. Like, oh my god. I was literally very mad at the time. I literally just couldn't, control my anger at the time. And, teachers were like, oh, she's just crying because she's sad. And I'm like, well, that's a fucking excuse. I know that it was an excuse because Sarah pulled that crap, crying over not getting her way every fucking day at that time. It literally drove me nuts. It drove a lot of other people nuts too. Not gonna lie. It drove other people nuts. And they were literally sick and tired of her BS. And I literally had to hold back my anger ever since my outburst at that time. I literally became close to, wanting to snap at Sarah. I mean, to Sarah the Crier, if you're still out there, I hope you grow the hell up. And I hope you don't act like this in public. I know you're probably 30 by now, but I want you to know, do not act like a fucking toddler on the internet. Because we could chew your asses out. I'm sorry if I'm being kind of angry. I'm not really angry, people. I'm just kind of venting about Sarah the Crier because, oh man, she really pissed me off. She pissed a lot of people off, and I don't blame them for it. Because they said, yeah, Sarah did this and stuff for a while. I just really wish she'd moved to another school or something until when I reach grade 12, which I will talk about that in another video, but this is not the right video for it. So, yeah, I'm going to make them separate, but, that's just what it is. But yeah, Sarah the Crier definitely had a lot of issues, and, I really didn't like her. She talked like a baby, like this ain't, she just talks like a little kid, and I'm like, you're not talking like you're your fucking age, girl. Like, oh my god, it's like I'm talking to a 5-year-old in an 18-year-old's body. Like, oh my god. It was just really annoying. Her voice is just annoying that I'd rather listen to Serious Sam's voice. Like, I'd rather listen to his voice better. Because even he had a much manly voice. He's pretty hot, I'm not gonna lie. But Sarah the Crier just really got on my nerves at the time, and it just really pissed me off. I don't know what it is, but something about her just really grinds my gears, and grinds a lot of people's gears. I just literally, another thing I can really say, it was the fun times. I literally had fun times, with field trips. We went to a field trip to the zoo. I think it was in May, or maybe it was in June. I can't remember. But I do remember it was sometime before the end of the school year, and that was actually quite fun. I enjoyed it a lot. It was actually quite fun. It was one of my favorite times. I literally enjoyed that. Field trips were something I've always really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed field trips. Like, whatever it's to the zoo or a theme park or whatever, you really gotta enjoy field trips, because field trips are always a privilege for the school, because you'll always get the best opportunity to, go do stuff and go have fun, which is always something that I really enjoyed when I was younger. However, when it came to a lot of places do field trips. And I mean, it's just amazing what you can really do. But getting back to the whole thing, I definitely really need to say right now that there is definitely a lot of things that I can really say. But anyways, I guess with that being said, let me just go over with the whole thing. When I actually really got into the whole, field trips, I really enjoyed them a lot. They were actually quite fun. I really found enjoyability when it comes to these trips because, it's just really amazing. So, with that being the case and with that being said, I personally really have to say that most of the time, I don't really understand why people um, really get, into the whole school thing and they become too political. I don't understand why there's a lot of politics involved in schools, but still. Politics was definitely something I wasn't really into and still not into this day. But when it came to me in school, there were times where whenever Sarah the Crier really pissed me off, I ended up leaving the classroom just to go on a walk or something. And sometimes I'd go to another classroom, called Life Skills, that they had lunch. It was a lunchroom there, so I eat there. I think at least once or twice whenever Sarah the Crier's meltdowns got really bad. And there was even something that one of my friends told me what she did one of the days when I was at school. She literally wears the same clothes every day, and they smelled so bad. I'm like, they have holes, they're stains, and I'm like, holy hell, is she like the daughter of King Ass Ripper? I not to mention King Ass Ripper. I apologize, but still. Sarah the Crier just either her parents don't have money to afford new clothes or her mom's lazy and doesn't give her new clothes or washes them. That's why Sarah the Crier smelled like crap. Like, she literally does smell like dog shit. Like, oh my god. And teachers keep telling her to go have a shower or have a bath or change her clothes. And she doesn't listen most of the time. Like, literally, she doesn't listen. And it makes me wonder why she even wears the same clothes every day. Like, does she sleep in them? I really want to know. But at the same time, I don't know because she wears the same thing every day. It literally drove me nuts to see her wear the same thing. I'm like, oh, come on. Put on something different for once. Like, I don't mind wearing the same shirt twice. But if you're wearing, like, the same shirt every day and not washing it, yeah, that's not healthy. That is not healthy at all. Like, I don't know why people do that, but some people do. It's just kind of weird. I don't get it. But yeah. The first semester was good, but the second semester was really rough at the beginning and the middle, all because of Sarah the Crier setting me off. She almost set me off almost every day. I think she just literally did that for attention because she cries for attention because nobody gives her attention at all. I'm like, wow, she attention seeks. She even guilt tripped people at least a few times. Like, the teachers literally tried to guilt trip me into thinking, oh, Sarah's just doing that because she's sad. No, she did not do that because she's sad. She's doing it for literal attention. And not only that, she literally sat there and pretty much just cries when she wants everything her way. That's like D.W. Reed level we're talking about. Or even better, Caillou, the crybaby level we're talking. So Sarah the Crier is pretty much a mixture between Caillou and DW, if that makes total sense. Because those two were brats. Sarah the Crier has been a brat, and she still is a brat pretty much. I don't even know if she's changed from her past actions or not, but I highly doubt she has, so yeah, I'm not going to count on that, if that makes sense. Oh boy. My high school in grade 9 was really crazy. I'm just gonna be honest, people. It's literally crazy, like no tomorrow. Just everything happens left, right, and center. You don't even know what's gonna happen until it happens. It's just really insane. But, everybody's grade 9 is different. Not everybody's grade 9s are going to be the same or anything. Everybody's grade 9s are going to be different. You never know what they're going to be. But until you pretty much experience something for yourself, if that makes too many sense. But at the same time, we really don't know. But I guess with that being said, and that being the case, that's pretty much all I have to really talk about. I know this video is like 20 minutes long or whatever, but at the same time, I don't really have too much to say, but I got what I needed to get out. But if I'm missing something, I'll probably do a grade 10 high school year to make a part 2 and explain what I didn't explain in this video. But I'm pretty sure I got most of what I can. So anyways, what was your grade 9 in high school like? Let me know what it was in the comments below if you're interested. If you want to keep it private, that's fine. You don't have to say it, but if you want to talk about it, that's fine. Anyways, I'm the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and thank you for giving this a lesson. If you're new to my channel, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to my uploads, that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Twitter, link to my Twitter account will be in the About page section. And if you guys want to go follow me on DeviantArt, link to my DeviantArt will be in the About page section. And as always, if you're interested in following my backup channel known as Miss Dark Shigo, link to that will also be in the About page section, so you guys can go follow me on there. That's pretty much all I have to really say, but as always, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, like always. Roll the outro, because I'm out. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, please stay pretty.